we'll move up just a little bit here too. We got more people coming on. Okay, I think we're all assembled. Remember I said 7, 8, or 9 buildings. That boarding house that I told you about stopped right behind you here. You see where the lobby opens up and gets wider? So that building actually stopped there. As to your right as you're facing the front, of course that's where the retail establishment was for years, and the movie theater, or the theater entrance, was down on the other side. Incidentally, it wasn't just built as a movie theater. It was built in 1921, and it was still for live entertainment and for movies as well. The building you're in now was also existed before the theater was built. You're actually in a different building than you were in back there, and you're in a different building than when you go in the theater. This was a gum factory. It's also a concrete structure. When you go past there's lavatories around the corner. When you go past there, there's some stairs that go up into some upper rooms. Some of those rooms used to be used. One of them, for those that have been around a long time, remember it as the Knights of Columbus meeting room. So there's actually space up there. There's some pictures around town that you'll see, and there's one actually in our Cotta room where you were that will show you that candy factory. Now normally I would take a tour on stage, but I think we're going to go through the auditorium, so if you want to follow me down the stairs here. To give you some idea, I should give you some idea of my background so you know from where I speak when I talk about this facility. My original degree from college is in production design and theater technology, and I spent several years as a professional set and lighting designer, including for the Milwaukee Ballet Company, which would be the closest place that I've worked till relocating to Manitowoc. I've been in Manitowoc 2 years, originally from Ohio, worked in Philadelphia and New York, in Cleveland, and a good part of my career I did a lot of consulting in coming in, should we restore this building, shouldn't we restore it, what's the balance? The balance is this. You have gone through structures now that were adaptive reuses of buildings. You may have heard that term before, and you probably hear it more from the Main Street people about adaptive reuse. Theaters do not sometimes go to adaptive reuse, but they're generally still entertainment places. So they're they're more single use, and they're harder to convert. Quite often what will happen to a theater building is, first of all, you got the slanted floor, and if you can't do anything about that, what they usually do is put a flat floor in and then build inside the shell so that the outside of the building still has some integrity if there's a reason to keep the brickwork. In contrast, there was another theater in town, and again there's a picture of it in the Cotta room actually, in those cupboards of the old Opera House here. I'm a great